Okay. Hey, what's up? It's a lot. So my name is Jide J Blaze Oyebile, and a lot of people know me for the role I played in House of God called Olaotan. I really just want to say that I am presently quite overwhelmed because of the show of love from everybody. And I'm so glad because there was quite a lot of work that I had put into becoming Olaotan in House of God. A lot of work, a lot of work. I mean, from like the audition process, I really must even thank. There's one of my very good friend, Demi Banwo. It was just like a random gist, and we were talking about how I had just done a project that I had to speak Yoruba, and it was like, wait, my guy, there's something going on, and they are auditioning right now, and it's, you know what? Call some person. I'm like, okay, exciting. Unfortunately for me, I know the person said I should call, so I just called him and I sent him a message. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm open to going to auditions if there's something, and I'm like, yeah. And then next thing is he sends an invite and said that you're available on so day. You need to come for a read, like an audition. So I'm not usually so optimistic sometimes about stuff like that. I just go and I do my best. I just deliver. But because of the way the industry is, where it feels like they just give the right, they give people that pretty much have done a lot of work before, because that way they can trust that they will deliver, and there's not a lot about, oh, who's this person. I just went there free spirited. I'm like, you know what, whatever the hell wants to happen should happen. Then I get there, and guess what? Something that is so beautiful is my friend that I told about this thing, that told me to call someone, he actually went for the same audition. And he was actually auditioning for the same role of Olaotan. Do you see how crazy that is? But he is someone that I love as a brother, and he loves me. So it's a different level. A lot of time people, they'll try to, hide opportunities because they want to get it for themselves. I'm like, nah, no, so that the competition is not a lot and it's just them. But it was just free spirited, it was open minded, and he let me go. So I mean, I went for the audition, the first read, and yo, that was the first time I was meeting Bolani Austin Peters. So she was greeting everybody. And the other guys that were reading for my character, I mean, a lot of people were reading for other characters also, but the people that were reading for my own character, I think were like four that day. And I even heard that it's not just that day they've been auditioning, like several days. And the people that are on the table are not just random people, they're people that, yo, they've done work. Do you understand? So she turns around and she greets everybody. She greets this person, like mentioning their names because she's familiar with them. Then she looks at me and she's like, hi, good afternoon. Or was it morning? I can't remember. But I know that she did know my name. So I had to introduce myself, like I had to mention my name. um, and then she greeted the next person beside me that's also reading for the role. I was like, hey, yo, I'm not going to mention names. But she greeted the person again. And they mentioned their names and everybody's name. And I'm like, I'm looking around with him. I'm like, I feel like I'm the only one she does not know on this table. That's an advantage and a disadvantage. An advantage because I'm a wild card, meaning, look, I can do absolutely anything. There's no expectation. Your bars are probably quite low, but Bolanes Peters is a professional. She has done stage and theater for so long, so she's one-on-one with the actors. So it's not just like all these. It's not just like a film where you don't have so much relationship with your actors, because on stage you really would speak with your actors. You can rehearse, so you can see all their weaknesses. So the moment you start acting, she's going to be able to smell a lot of weaknesses, your strengths, and we just started reading. And we started reading in Yoruba, in English first. So when I read, I noticed that she just looked up. I'm like, okay, is that good or bad? I don't know. But I think maybe good, because maybe she looked up, she just looked at the next person beside her, and she was like, she said something to the person. So I'm like, hey, God, I don't have that one chance. It's one of two things. It's either what is this person doing here, or this person is amazing, it's fantastic. I think that we can work with this person. So I mean, I did my thing. Then they say, oh, everybody read it in Yoruba. So see, my Yoruba is fair. It's not great. It's fair, but to be honest, amongst my peers in this not just in this industry. Amongst my peers generally, my Yoruba is good. Do you understand? Um, so yeah, one kaka, moka, modegbian, judi alara kata moka. So, and then because of my voice and how my look that day, it just had this husky person, but I was very lanky, really lanky on that day. Like it was, I still got some muscle mass right now, so I was really really lanky, and I read in Yoruba again. And then she looked at me and she's like, this guy, I think you know some Yoruba. And I think I had advantage over one person that day. The other guys, I think they actually understand Yoruba. Then they're like, oh, you guys would have to, let's see how fast you can move. And guess what? To start with, the moment we started reading and they were listing out the cast, he made a mention Olaotan. Like that was the last person in my mind. I'm like, I see how I would love to play this character, but I do think that in my experience, they might want to give it to someone that is more established. The person is a warrior. He's the most feared warrior in Oyo. It's the firstborn son of Ga. I felt like they were going to give someone that is muscular, like really big and can act. I mean, there are people like that in the industry and they can speak Yoruba. Because if not for anything, I know I wasn't, muscle mass was nowhere near it. See, when I mean lanky, I small die. Like I have a picture from that period. If I find it, I'm going to put it in the next video. I was really, really small. And then, okay, take the sword, fake ones, obviously, and let's see how fast you can move. Hey, God. Maybe I never fight with sword before. I shall do this small I can do. I think I fell down. I can't remember if I slipped. I know it was just tacky and stuff. And that was like the first stage. Then we did another stage. And then they called back. So before they called back, my friend called me and was like, yo, I think they like you. I'm like, they like me? Wow. But there were other people on the table, but I think they were still doing a series of auditions. And I didn't want to get my hopes up. I swear I hate that thing a lot, where your hopes is really high and nothing really happens. So yeah, it's like, I think they like you, that. And then the person that my friend told me to call earlier on that first time also messaged me and was like, Homo, what did you put in your stew? I think that they like you and stuff. So there was now another audition. So I think they were just screening and, bringing everything down to figure out what is what, who is who. And meanwhile, I read for all the other brothers, just so you know. I read for Nishigun, I read for the role Teddy played, read for the role Shamakinde played. But fortunately for me, when I was doing my auditions, they were not there. So they had come on different days. When I was reading for the other ones, in a way, I was just like, if they could give me this one safe, that would not be bad. Do you understand? I just somehow felt like Olaotan was just big. Then the second audition period again, I came again. We had to read. This time around, we read the whole script, and they said no, just read everything in Yoruba. Money. I said I didn't have one chance. I know my Yoruba is good, but all more. But she was patient. She knew that it was a process. She knew that we're all gonna learn. And the fact that you already had a bit of what you need, which was being able to speak to an extent, which I could. So yeah, I mean, we read, I saw everybody. Femi Branch, like guys, people were there. Femi Branch was not even handed that role. He actually read for the role too. Do you understand? People were there, people took it serious. His Bolanga Spita, she's done amazing works, both on stage and on screen. Then again, of course, she's one-on-one with you, so she's looking at your eyes if you're weak and stuff. That means I just go, so because I think I had the mentality of like, it's fine if I don't get this thing, it made me a bit a whole lot more natural. It feels like you're being carefree, but no, what that does to you as an actor again is you're just natural. You're not overacting. You're not, if I reach one person who's like, no, you have to be a bit, hard. I'm like, okay, you want deep, I can do deep. And when it comes to intense character, those are my strengths. Give me something intense, I'm gonna kill you. I really know how to act with my eyes and my voice. I know how to work around my voice to, fit characters. I do think that intense characters are my strength. Playing characters where I'm going to be really angry and grumpy might be easier for me because even in real life, I don't really, gist around a lot. But yeah, I mean, I try to smile once in a while. But yeah, so basically that, we had to read for it and I just went home. I drove home. I remember driving home, I'm like, no more, this is why they call me for second one. We just go. I hope it's not like we just wasted time, wasted fuel. could have done something else. I think I even had other jobs that period, and I had to just put them on hold just for a read. And guess what? Nobody's gonna pay you for a read. If you don't get the role, you don't get the role. But that job that you missed out on, the money has gone also. So quite insane stuff. But guess what? I was just home, and then boom, I just saw a call again, and it was like, oh, they are literally considering you for the role now. I said it's not official. They say it's official, but there's still some things, going back and forth to be sure if it's you. I said, oh, all this thing one of the tease person. Immediately they said I just cancelled again. I'm like, forget about it. It's not gonna happen. Then step by step. Then next thing is always a representative. I'm like, oh yeah, it's speak to Demi Banwa. And then it's talking to Demi, and they're like, yeah, they want him for the role, and this is so amount that they're paying. I'm like, are they for real? I swear, I told them, I'm like, look, whatever it is, you're gonna get me on that shit. I don't care what's going on. I wanna be on the shit. No matter what your negotiation is, just make sure that I get on that shit, because it was really important to me. I loved the character, and I saw that it was a character that I would push myself. It's a character that would give me a lot more. It sounds like a challenge, and I love a challenge. Do you understand? And then they started negotiating, and the next thing again I heard that, oh, they said they want you on set for the whole period of the shoot. I'm like, this is serious, because that first and foremost means that you're one of the leads, apart from Uncle Femi Branch, then there's Mike, then myself. Three of us were on set every day, literally. We were not gonna go anywhere, and we did that. Then we came again for one final rehearsal again, and that was how I got the role, to be honest. Then they did measurements. All of those times, it actually still did feel surreal. I was like, wait, this is actually happening. And this is sometimes last year, sometimes in 2024. I just want to say that getting to play Olaotan in House of God is so big, is significant for me, and I am grateful to God. I am glad that I did put in the work. I can tell you for free, a lot of people that have known me know how much and how far I have come in this industry as an actor and a director. And I want to tell you that it is good to put in the work, do the monologues, because preparation and your readiness, opportunity only meets you if you're prepared, because the opportunity is going to come. If you're not prepared, then it's never going to work for you. And I tell some people, there are times that they give you a lead character and you're not actually ready for lead. So how much work are you putting into being ready to be a lead character? Do you understand? I honestly can tell you, I put in the work. There was a time that I kept posting a monologue every week, and I was putting in people's faces. This time I did a stay-at-home challenge. That was the COVID period for King of Boys, and that one I also won, myself and Tokpo Lowoniya, for King of Boys, and that's how I got on King of Boys. And even after that, I still kept putting out monologues. Even when I've been working as a lot of sets as an actor, I still put monologues. Even when I'm a director, I started doing a lot more directing too. I still put out monologues. I didn't say that I am there now, no need. Because guess what? Putting a monologue is, I'm showing myself to you as an audience. It's a rehearsal also. When you get on set, you're going to have monologues in your scenes. You're going to know how to play with your eyes, your voice, how to modulate, a lot of those things. But yeah, I just said I was going to drop in and let you guys know how I got on House of God. And I can tell you that almost every single person that you see in House of God, they're all read for the character. Almost everybody, including Mike Apolari, Chief Femi Branch, and Bolande Peters she's excellent in casting. Excellent, because that's one of the things that actually made House of God work. All right, thank you. My name is Jide Jebley. This is my YouTube page. I'm going to put a lot of things on this page also eventually. So please kindly follow. Just subscribe. It's free. Just subscribe. Kindly share this video with friends, especially people that want to meet Olaotan. I'm going to post other videos as regards how I became Olaotan, and that's more like as an actor. What was the process for me? What was my relationship with the director? What was my relationship with other actors? What was my relationship with the environment that I acted in? Because these are things that were actually very important to me. How did I break down my script? And then, I could talk about one or two scenes, if not all the sins. Let's see how excited I get and how interested you are. Remember to subscribe, click the subscribe button, and kindly share. Thank you very much. My name is Jide J Blaze Oyebule.